Solely, obviously a frustrating one today, but your side did have more than enough chances to win the game. So you can take positives from the performance, definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll take the positives. That'll be later in the week, I think. Not at the moment. Just it seems to be the same story, different game. Once again, we've conceded two goals, one from nothing, and a set play where we've not marked one of their key players that we know is a threat on set plays, and she's unmarked in the box. So you can't keep conceding like that. But at the same time, you go the other end, and how many chances did we have? Once again, we're creating them. It'd be more of a worry if we weren't creating, but at some point we've got to finish. And I know, credit where credit's due, Sheffield. I mean, once they got two, they fought then, didn't they? I think they cleared two, if not three, off the line. And it gives the team hope, and they go into an extra gear, and the adrenaline, and they worked hard to keep that ball out of the net, really, and it was that was the difference today, really. And we didn't have that belief, I didn't think, in the end. But yeah, again, lots and lots of chances, no goals, and silly goals at the other end that we're conceding. So it's been going on a couple of weeks now, so we've got to change something.
You just don't seem to be getting that rub of green in front of goal, particularly from set pieces. Seem to be 4 or 5 that could have gone in the net. Yeah,
they're the fine margins, though, aren't they? When you're winning, those go in for you, and when you're trying to find a win, they don't. So there has to be a turning point at some point. I mean, you can hear how they're celebrating. That's a big deal for them. I think that's the first win of the season, maybe. So that could change their season for them. We said that in the pre-interview. We knew it wasn't going to be an easy game, because they would battle, and they played a low block, and they came here to spoil the fun. But yeah, it's just, at the minute, it's just not going our way, and we have to get back in training, and we have to change that, and it has to be soon.
I thought probably the biggest positive was the performances of Neve and Melissa, who came on in the second half. They really did themselves proud out there.
Yeah, they've been playing well for the 23s. We've had good feedback from quite a few players of the 23s, obviously. Neve's been scoring hat-tricks nearly every week. And then the difference with Melissa is the way she trained when we played them on Tuesday. So we thought she could be a threat if she came and did what she did at training on Tuesday. So yeah, for them to go in a game like that and try, I thought they made a difference. And to see Melissa come in like that and run at them and cause them problems, that's what you need. You need to draw their players out to create space to go in behind. And yeah, they did well when they came on, really. So yeah, that was something that you'll definitely take away with the two from that one. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hiya.
All right.
Yeah, good to you.
Yeah, good.
You talked there about creating lots of chances but not finding that goal. What are you going to work on to try and sort that problem?
It's tough, isn't it? When we need to look back at the VO, which is what we do, but the first instance is just taking shots sometimes. We want to overplay. And if you look at Sheffield, they put a lot of bodies behind the ball. And when there's a lot of bodies, there's not a lot of space. So sometimes you've just got to take the shot and hopefully you get a ricochet. But sometimes we pass, and then they close down and the opportunities go, and then they just look to clear it 40, 50 yards or look to counter. We've got to pull the trigger a little bit quicker sometimes and catch them off guard. I mean, we know they've got a very good keeper in goal, and she made some good saves today, and that she is a good player at this level for them. So they've got a good keeper behind them, but we should still be finishing. We should be creating that many that we should finish 2, 3, 4, but we're not doing so. We'll keep working in training and work on taking shots quicker and getting our shots off quicker, I think.
And you did have the ball in the back of the net once today. What did you make of the disallowed goal?
Yeah, it was that was the first thing we thought. We thought that should have been a goal, and that changes the game. But the refs had a good game today. Can't complain at the officials today. They were fine. But I think when you look back on it, I think you'll find that goal should stand, but it's not given, and you can't dwell on that because we still created, especially second half, more than enough to win that game. So you can look at it and it could have turned the tide of the game, but ultimately we did enough that we should have had balls in the back of the net, but it's not to be, so we're out the plate.
And in terms of silver linings, you went 2-0 down, but you created a lot and you worked really hard after that. Is that something you'll take positives from?
Yeah, look, this group of players, they don't just quit. I mean, you saw they did work hard. They were wanting to score. It's not like you saw heads going down across the pitch and walking back. They believed they could score, and that's always there with this team, so credit with that. We always feel like we could be in it, but it gets to a certain point in the game, and I think it doesn't matter what you do, the ball just doesn't seem to go over the line. And you saw how many clearances there were on the goal line. You just think today's not our day. It's back to league action next week, and okay, we wanted to go as far as we can in the plate, but the league, we have to turn that fortune around and start to get points again. We're going to be in trouble. So the players have to pull together now. We have to pull together, and we have to get in training and work hard at that.
And finally, there you mentioned the league. Is it going to be, in a few days, you might think that it's a blessing in disguise that you focus on the league a bit more now?
It could be. There's pluses and negatives. We've been on the side of it where we've been in all the cups a few seasons ago. What's tough with that is it's game after game after game. It's relentless, and if you've not got a squad depth, it can catch up with you. But we've also been where we've been out of every cup and just the league, and you have a lot of weekends off. You don't find friendlies on those weekends off because everyone else is playing, so it gives you a rest. Sometimes a rest is good, but not too much, and you get a bit rusty. So you need to stay in the cups to keep your weekends busy, to keep up the momentum. So yeah, it's we turn attention to FA Cup and League, and that they're the priority now.